heard some people out here and they all be talking, praying we don't make it, that I meet an early coffin. I think that's some fucked up things to go and say. I wanna see everyone make it at the end of the day. Whoa. If it wasn't for my son, I'd be dead. I'd have done some crazy things and got a price on my head. I'd have done some crazy things and ended up in the feds. I thank my son, cause without him I would be dead. I said, if it wasn't for my son, I'd be dead. I'd have done some crazy things and got a price on my head. I'd have done some crazy things and ended up in the feds. I thank my son, cause without him I would be dead. My heart broke when I was told we lost Zach. Damn. Then we lost Mentor, my temper faded to black. When I lost Sadie Rose, I had a panic attack. Riding home from work, lost Mario, I drank till I black. Is this the price I paid for the play? Or is karma getting even till I'm down in the grave? I'm seeing blessing after blessing, yet I forget to pray. And as I catch another plane, my son's just calling to play. Yeah, told me go and chase my dreams so my hairs are gray. I remember nuts with roaches on Atlantic and spray. AC till the death is what we used to say. We drink ourselves up off the street and now the blueprint is laid. It started out for fun, but now I'm seeking the pay. I done some evil shit that I ain't gonna speak or say. Somebody call the press, I'ma call this shit the way and spice it up nice, and they say the fillets. And I just want a couple tours of bust some whores and days and L after L, but we winning and we blazing, burning down the roof. You best step back for it caves in. Put me on a beach with the girl rolling waves. If it wasn't for my son, I'd be dead. I'd have done some crazy things and got a price on my head. I'd have done some crazy things and ended up in the feds. I thank my son, cause without him I would be dead. I said, if it wasn't for my son, I'd be dead. I'd have done some crazy things and got a price on my head. I'd have done some crazy things and ended up in the feds. I thank my son, cause without him I would be dead. The woman who I call my mother didn't birth me. She tried her best to keep me living good and living churchy, but half the stuff I heard, I had no answers, left me thirsty. Sure, someone called her selling, told her I haven't passed by 30. Someone called her selling, said I did their kids so dirty. Her heart had stopped so many times, receiving calls so early. How I caught another charge, but my heart don't worry. So many times she watched it bounce like lose it in a hurry. She's got my youngin' now, she knows I'm doing right. I'm sure she thanks the Lord that I came back to life. OD'd 8 times, but I'm back, yeah, that's fucking right. And I heard cats were the only ones that will die in life. I'ma take this blessing, no more living the curse. I know I'm here for a reason and death has met me first. Lost count of times I took rides, a trailing in a hearse. Too many riders for life, but gone, that shit hurts. Lost my right hand man before his featured verse. I remember in my back room spitting till it hurt. I prayed the devil lost his grip, my sins can revert. Had to cut some snakes and rats off through, we're on heavy alert. Whoa, if it wasn't for my son, I'd be dead. I'd have done some crazy things and got a price on my head. I'd have done some crazy things and ended up in the feds. I thank my son, cause without him I would be dead. I said, if it wasn't for my son, I'd be dead. I'd have done some crazy things and got a price on my head. I'd have done some crazy things and ended up in the feds. I thank my son, cause without him I would be dead. Check it out. At 19, I started losing my friends. I'm 24, I asked God when will this all end? I heard I'm damaged goods, but I'm out making amends. And my clique is wicked thick and we don't break, we just bend. The devil tempts me with the pack to meet the ends. 15, I told James I want a crib and a Benz. 19, I was told leave nothing unsaid. Been through so many storms, my skin is thick, it doesn't shed. And if I'm riding for my youngins, then I'm seeing red. And if you call me talking numbers, you best talking bread. And if you show me on the come up, then we hitting heads. And it could be with flesh and knuckles, it could be with lead. And if you talking out of pocket, then it's time for bed. I'll hit you like a student loan and leave you crawling in debt. And I ain't never switching on my crew for a check. When we make it, you can find us all on a private jet. Laughing at the struggles we endured like a vet. War stories of the trenches and the souls we met. One day I wanna be out in Somerset, popping bottles with my boys, getting hella bad. If it wasn't for my son, I'd be dead. I'd have done some crazy things and got a price on my head. I'd have done some crazy things and ended up in the feds. I thank my son, cause without him I would be dead. I said, if it wasn't for my son, I'd be dead. I'd have done some crazy things and got a price on my head. I'd have done some crazy things and ended up in the feds. I thank my son, cause without him I would be dead. Facts.